Welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Saturday, March 23rd, 2024. I am working this week with the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. I've had this deck and I've actually wanted to use it, and I've kind of felt that Spirit has kind of pushed back away from it for a little while, and I didn't quite know why. When I did my equinox reading from a couple days ago now, I had made a comment about how change is happening in the world, and some of the change in my life has been unexpected and kind of unwelcome, honestly, and trying to find a way to cope with that, deal with it, accept it. I'm trying to find some grace and acceptance, even though I'm really hurting right now. And I said, Spirit knows more than we do. Spirit has the map, not us. You know, we're co-creating with Spirit, and we might get little hints or pictures along the way, but we don't have the whole map. And it made me think of this card deck. I didn't even realize it when I said it, but then afterwards, when I was rewatching the video, I was like, oh, well, I do have the Enchanted Map, as a matter of fact, and maybe that is the guidance I'm looking for. Now, I believe all of these decks serve as maps or guidance for us, but this seemed like the perfect time to bring out the Enchanted Map by Colette. And so that is what we're looking at. Now, when she wrote this, when she designed this deck, she designed it to be read both upright or reversed. And so depending on how the cards turn up for us, I will do that, because that is how she intended, though I don't always read reverse cards. The artwork on these cards is by Jenna Della Grataglia. She's done a lot of the artwork for Colette's decks, not all of them. And as a matter of fact, Colette's got a new deck coming out, and I think it's in the production stage right now, where she herself has done all of the artwork for it. So I can't wait for that deck to come out. I have seen some of the, you know, kind of images and things that she's been working on. So I'm really excited to see how everything is going to line up for us. So let's go ahead and look at this reading for today. Now, as always, I do a 2-card pull for this channel where I look at two things. The first thing I look at is the energy of the day, which is the force that's directed towards us from the universe, or our environment, or the powers around us, Spirit, if you will. Sometimes it's on a big level, sometimes it's on a smaller, like our work or home environment. That was a bad shuffle on my part. Well, gosh. And then the other thing I look at is the focus, which is then our intention, effort, or response that we put back into that energy, because ultimately we are co-creating with Spirit, and we have a chance in how we respond, or we can take some guidance from, you know, how our reactions maybe would be best if they played out in that way. So let us take a look at the energy for today. All right, here's our energy card. And then our focus. We've also got the building energy of the full moon coming, and this is also going to be a lunar eclipse that's coming. So we have lots of energy going on around our planet, lots of energy going around in our solar system. So just lots of intensity going on right now. As always, I open a circle of light and love and protection around myself in this reading, and that extends not just to myself, but to anyone who watches this reading, no matter when it is. And I also call in my spirit guides and guardians to help me be a clear channel to express this message to the collective, who I believe I am a part of as well. I'm here speaking the message, but I'm also receiving it, because I'm part of this collective that needs to know these things and needs some help and guidance. So, all right, let us take a look at our energy card for today. We have stuck in the mud. So we have an elephant here, and he's kind of in a mud hole, and there is a bird riding on his back, or her back, I guess, I don't know. But the bird is certainly protected from the mud and not stuck in it. And the elephant, well, it seems stuck in the mud. I mean, I bet it can get its way out. But anyway, sometimes we feel stuck or still. And sometimes the energy with the approaching eclipse can kind of feel that way. Like, oh, you know there's a shift coming, but you're almost like in a pause before it happens. So let's take a look at what Colette says about this card, because I am curious about her insight. This is, I've had this deck for a while, but this is not a card that I have pulled for myself. So I don't know it super well. But let's look at the message from Stuck in the Mud. It says, you're being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. So that's really a positive moment, isn't it? Like, maybe like when you were a kid, you just wanted to play in the mud hole and kind of squish your toes through that and wriggle your feet around and splash and play. Might have been in a little bit of trouble when you got home, when you were filthy, but you know, you had a good time with it. Let's see what the message is here, or what she says about this card. Becoming stuck is sometimes the only way to trick yourself into slowing down and looking around you. In fact, this is a sign that you need to shift your focus away from what you are doing and place your attention elsewhere. Struggling will only get you to even muddier places. Now is not the time to move forward, but to observe. Clarity about your circumstances will come a little bit later. Stop and find the joy in what you've been overlooking. Soon you'll be out of the mud, but as for now, be still and know that Spirit has a plan for you. So this card is telling us that even if we're feeling stuck, it's okay. And you know, maybe if you're pushing too hard, you should just stop before you get yourself more stuck. I have done that in my life, both like in a car. When I should have stopped trying to get out, I just kept trying and got myself even more stuck. But in life too, when we're trying to reach something so bad, but everything seems to be working not against us, but not helping us anyways, that's how it feels. But this is telling us that's okay. Not only just stop and be calm, but the message is to stop and savor. You are being invited to stop and savor the wonder of your life. So, Saturday, a beautiful day to pause, you know, that's wonderful. And maybe just look forward to the energies of this coming eclipse season, which sometimes can be very shifty and uncomfortable, but always brings change, and hopefully beautiful change. And just enjoy what's going on around you. Now let's look at our focus card and see how we want to face that energy. We have Into the Unknown. All right, so this is a beautiful card. Look at her. Also just kind of a bird hanging out here on the edges, but she's blindfolded. I'm trying to hold this up so you can see. She is blindfolded here and holding her hands out as if she's trying to find her way. And she is going into the unknown, which actually does feel a little bit like approaching the eclipse, which is what we're doing. That's kind of what that reminds me of. Because you just never know how things are going to play out during eclipse season, and you don't know how you're going to react to things. So, again, this card was about savoring the pause. This one's about being in the unknown. So let's see what Colette says about this. Okay, so the Into the Unknown message on the card is this: trust and all will be revealed. So savor being stuck and trust in the process. So what this card says is life is an adventure, and often new opportunities will arise that you won't know how to deal with. This is one of those times. You are required to trust that this new phase will reveal wonders and miracles as you step into unknown territory. Imagine that you are not only a pathfinder, but a path maker, like a way maker, which is a phrase that will come to you from spirituality. If you're interested in that, please look up the idea of being a way maker or a way finder. Whatever your inquiry, trust that you'll be safe. Stay aware as you discover new and marvelous territories and valuable treasures. So this is interesting, and I do find it interesting because we're just right ahead of the energy of the eclipse. So stop. Allow yourself to be a little stuck in the mud, but savor that energy and know that Spirit has you. Trust in the unknown and that everything's going to work out. So we just have another beautiful, beautiful message. Not really about energy though. This is a message of pausing, taking deep breaths in and out, and then trusting that the outcome is going to work in our best favor. So there's some trust involved with today, as well as just pausing. This is a beautiful day, and it's on a Saturday, which is perfect because many people have the day off, depending on, you know, what kind of work schedule you have or life schedule you have. So please enjoy your Saturday. Please enjoy this reading. I hope you've connected with it in some way or found it helpful. I would love to hear what you're thinking about these readings or this card deck. Please like, please subscribe, please share so I can help this channel grow, help this message spread to more people to help us through this time of transition that we're in, because we are in a transition and sometimes it's hard to allow it. Like you just want to almost fight against it or push it forward just to get it over with. But the message today is telling us to pause, allow yourself to be stuck, and yet savor, and then trust that the unknown will take care of you. So thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me. My name is Stacy. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.